Welcome back, everyone. If you thought mastering the basics of ChatGPT was a game changer, you're in for a real treat with part 2 of this series. Now that you've learned how to craft effective prompts and navigate the AI landscape, it's time to elevate your game. What if I told you that you can turn your language models into your very own consultant? This works by applying psychological secrets that elite decision makers swear by. We're diving deep into advanced concepts that allow you to get specialized feedback and support in decision making right from ChatGPT. We'll be exploring frameworks for analytical and critical thinking, economic and resource management, systems and interconnected thinking, psychological insights, and even strategic focus and specializations. These are incredibly potent concepts, and you'll be surprised at how you can leverage language models like ChatGPT for way more than you had ever imagined. So feel free to copy and paste the prompt frameworks we'll go through and start playing around with them to see how they can redefine your decision-making processes. Because trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be thinking, why didn't I start using these earlier? I'm Chris at AI Trailblazer. Let's get plugged in. Remember, if you want to keep track of all these frameworks without taking notes, you can grab our free ChatGPT Mastery Guide, link in the description below. It includes all the prompts you need to apply the upcoming strategies, ready for you to copy and paste, plus a few bonus ones. Now, before we dive deep into this intellectual masterpiece, a quick but crucial disclaimer. When interacting with large language models like ChatGPT, be extremely cautious not to input any sensitive or confidential information. If you need to discuss a specific situation, try to abstract or anonymize the details so that you can still get valuable insights without compromising your security or privacy. Second order thinking. Second order thinking pushes you to consider not just the immediate results of your decision, but also the ripple effects that emanate from it. It's about going beyond your initial reaction to understand the deeper consequences. By applying this technique, you could identify that a quick fix solution to cutting operational costs in your business might lead to decreased employee morale and higher turnover, affecting long-term productivity and even increasing costs in the end. First principle thinking. First principle thinking involves breaking down complex problems into basic elements and then reassembling them from the ground up. It's a way to isolate the fundamentals from any assumptions or controversial wisdom. Using this method, you may find that the underlying reasons your marketing strategy isn't working are not about budget, but rather about your understanding of your target audience. Occam's razor. Occam's razor advises that the simplest explanation or strategy is often the best. It encourages you to cut through the clutter and focus on straightforward solutions. By applying Occam's razor, you might conclude that the decline in sales are simply due to an outdated product, rather than a complex interplay of multiple variables like marketing, economy, and employee performance. Inversion. Inversion is a mental model that involves looking at problems in reverse, focusing on avoiding mistakes and pitfalls as a pathway to success. By utilizing an inversion, you can frame your startup growth strategy around avoiding common failure points like poor customer service, rather than only focusing on sales and expansion. Leverage. Leverage is about using your resources in the most effective way to magnify outcomes. It often involves taking a smaller effort and amplifying it for a greater return. By applying leverage to your social media marketing, you could focus on creating high impact content that encourages sharing and engagement, thus reaching more people with less effort. Scarcity and abundance mindset. These two mindsets influence your decision-making process. A scarcity mindset focuses on limitation, while an abundance mindset looks at possibilities and opportunity. By evaluating your decision from both perspectives, you could optimize a limited budget, scarcity, while also exploring new revenue streams, abundance. Systems thinking. Systems thinking requires you to look at problems and solutions as part of an interconnected whole. It's about understanding how one change can impact multiple areas. By using systems thinking, you might recognize that improving employee wellness affects not just health, but also productivity and company culture. Feedback loops. Feedback loops involve understanding how one action can produce an outcome that in turn influences future action. It's about the cycle of cause and effect. Through feedback loops, you could identify that customer reviews significantly influence future sales, and therefore focus on enhancing customer satisfaction to create a positive loop. Regret minimization framework. This framework helps you make decisions by considering which option you'd regret less in the long term. It's a way to project yourself into the future to evaluate today's choices. By applying the regret minimization framework, you might choose to take a career risk you're passionate about, rather than staying in a stable job you don't enjoy. Hanlon's razor. Hanlon's razor advises not to attribute to malice what can be adequately explained by ignorance or error. This helps you avoid unnecessary conflict and focuses on solutions. By applying Hanlon's razor, you can resolve misunderstandings in the workplace more amicably, attributing a colleague's mistake to a lack of knowledge rather than intentional wrongdoing. Well, there we have it. That was a journey. With these psychological secrets and frameworks in your toolbox, the sky is truly the limit. But remember, the key to mastery is application. So go ahead and start applying these potent concepts in your daily decision making. The link to the free guide containing all copy and paste ready prompts is in the description. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our upcoming content. See you next time.